Hey everybody, last summer it would have been. I was out with a buddy of mine. We went fishing in the old Lund and the Mercury Avatar. Now, I want you guys keep in mind that right off the hop, my buddy was green with fishing and didn't know a lot about the water or those types of things, right? So he's out of his element. Let's just say he's out of his element. Anyway, we're driving along in the boat and we start to slow down because we're going to drop an anchor. And just as the anchor's about to drop, there's this horrendously horrible smell, like the eyes watering type smell. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my buddy just crapped his pants. So I shoot him one of those looks, you know the look you give your buddy. You did, didn't you? And he like looks back and what? You crapped your pants? No, I never. He even throws it at me that's possibly my breath, and I'm thinking, well, I don't think so. So you know how you do one of those. And smell your breath kind of thing to see if it's you. And it wasn't. But while I was doing that, I looked over the side of the boat at the same time. And there was these bubbles were coming up. Now, I thought to myself, this is awesome. Every once in a while we prank each other. But this time, oh my God, man, I'm going to get them good. So, hey, come over here, I says. So he comes over and I said, look, check out these bubbles. What? The bubbles, look. The bubbles, look. Be quiet. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, there's an air-breathing fish under the boat. If we can catch it, it's worth a ton of money. Get your stuff. Get your hook. Get your stuff. So he stumbles around on the boat, and he's got elbows and freaking knees flying everywhere, just totally clumsy. Like again, he's not water worthy at all. He stumbles over, and this is where the smell is coming from, right? So he casts his line in, and he's standing there and he's bobbing it up and down. I said, look, man, be quiet. We got to do this. We got to get it. It's a lot of money. So he's sold. He's completely sold. He's bobbing it up and down. And the whole while, this gross smell is just coming up and it's getting in his face. And I'm holding back laughter and throwing up at the same time. I don't know how he was able to just keep his head over. He was probably holding his breath. So this went on for 3 or 4 minutes of him up and down. He's reeling, he's poking, he's doing everything he figures in order. He's like, get the net. I think I got it. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, you got it all right. There's nothing to catch, but I know this. But again, he's not aware. So again, I'm trying to keep a straight face. I'm trying to cheer him on. I'm trying to do my thing, and all the while I'm getting to the point where, I got to shut this down at some time. I just got to. But no, he's got me with some pretty good pranks through the year, so I'm going to let this ride. So it keeps going and it keeps going and keeps going. And then I finally, I lean it close and whisper, you know what? Maybe those are just bubbles. Well, he's like, what do you mean they're just bubbles? Well, they're bubbles. They're bubbles. It's just simply bubbles. And he's like, there's no way. You told me about this fish, this air-breathing fish that's down there. I want money. And he's still going on. So maybe he started playing me a bit. I don't know. But I was like, no. Let's get to the bottom of what's actually happening here. Okay. So the bubbles that are actually coming up from the bottom are basically it's a dead zone on the lake floor. And there's no oxygen down there, and methane is being produced from dead fish, algae that's rotting away. What else would there be? Well, stuff in the bottom of the lake is just dying off and decaying, and it forms methane gas, and also it combines with hydrogen sulfide, and that's the smell that we smell when we lean over top and get that big whiff of this gas. These air bubbles, I should say. So it was a fun time with my buddy, but keep this in mind. Next time you guys smell something funky on the water, just remember, it's a lot more fun to let your buddy fish and continue to smell that fart smell than it is to explain the science. Later.